I'm your friendly neighborhood Web-Warrior Fanatic, and I just saw this post on Reddit talking about Thor being broken. Broken not in the good way, but in the bad way, like his kit is dysfunctional and literally broken. And a lot of people in the comments agree with that. And that really hurt my heart because if you guys follow my channel, you guys know that Thor is one of my favorite characters, not just in Marvel Champions, but also in MCU. So today I'll be teaching you guys how to play Thor and how to make him good. And we have not the best deck here with Thor. We have a core set only Justice deck here for Thor. And we also have cards from his hero pack. Because if you have, the Thor pack, you also have cards from his pack. So just 2 copies of Surveillance Team here. This is the only card that we're using from Thor's actual hero pack. And every other card here is from the core set. And I'll be showcasing, how to play Thor here against the standard test scenario for the community, which is Klaw right here, also from the core set on expert mode. So basically, if you have the Thor hero pack and you have the core set, you're gonna have every single card featured in this video right here. And yeah, I just wanna, make a case for Thor. I don't think Thor is one of the strongest heroes in the game, but I do want to make a case that he is, viable. He is a decent hero, and he can be very, very fun. And I think he's personally super, super fun. So let's go ahead and go through our deck breakdown right here. So we have the 2 copies of Surveillance Team. It's only max 1 per main scheme, but we want 2 copies in case we can't like we have to use one as a resource, then we still have the other one left in the deck here. So 2 copies of this. We have Jessica Jones, Daredevil, some core set Justice allies. Interrogation Room, 3 copies of 4 Justice. We got 2 copies of Surveillance Team. We got Heroic Intuition, and then 2 Power of Justice here. And then for the basic cards, we got Mockingbird, Nick Fury. We have 3 First Aids, 2 Mansions, 2 Helicarriers, and the 3 basic doubles, all from the core set. And let's shuffle up our player deck right here. And then for Klaw, for his stage 1A, it says here we have the recommended modules, Master Evil, which we have shuffled into the encounter deck. We also have Standard 1, Expert 1, also all sets from the core set in the encounter deck shuffle there as well. For step here, we search the encounter deck for the defense network side scheme and reveal it. So we have the side scheme right here with 1 review, place addition 1 per player threat there. So 1 plus 2 is going to be 3 threat with a crisis icon. Let's advance the main scheme to stage 1B here. And then we also, for Klaw's one reviewability, is we search the encounter and discard path for the Immortal Klaw side scheme and reveal it. So we have this side scheme right here. Also coming in with 3 threat, and it's going to have an acceleration. And it says here, Klaw gets plus 10 hit points. So for some reason we have the 20 here, but we are going to have him at 18 is his regular hit points. And then plus 10 puts him up to 28 there. All right. And then the main scheme also has a 1 review ability here to discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded, and you put that minion into play, engage with the first player. So unfortunately, we cannot trigger hero abilities or player abilities at all during the setup phase here. But Thor is going to start off here in Alter Ego anyways. We always start the game off in Alter Ego. So we're going to shuffle up our deck a little bit more here. We're going to make sure I get all the cards separated. And then we're going to shuffle up the encounter deck, and then we're going to mill until we get a minion. Normally, whenever Thor engages a minion, if he's in hero form, he can trigger his hero ability Habati to help us draw 2 cards. But we won't be able to do that here with Klaw, unfortunately, with this setup. But if we get minions later on in the game, then we will be able to do that. All right, then we're all shuffled up here. And we're going to shuffle up here. And we're going to start milling. So we do have the Master Evil, which is a pretty rough minion set. But hopefully we don't get that with the first minion, but I guess it won't be the end of the world if we do get that minion, like one of those Master Evil minions here. All right. All right, so we're going to start milling here with the one review there with the main scheme. Ooh, nice. We got a Weapons Runner. So he normally has Surge, but that's only whenever he's reviewed. If he is put into play, which it says they're put into play, then we don't do the Surge. So we just get this main right there, and this gets us card the obligation. All right, and that is it there for us out. Let's go ahead and do our mulligans. We're going to drop to our hand size here of 5 as Odinson. And see what we can get. Okay, we got 1 mansion and a helicarrier here. Okay, I was about to draw more cards, but I only have a hand size of 5. So let me see if I feel like, let me think here. Could I, if I get Mjolnir, I can't afford mansion that way. If I get Mjolnir for Helicarrier, I mean, it feels bad because we have the Power of Justice here anyways for the 4 Justice. But I think we just get the Helicarrier down. We have another mansion in our deck, so not the end of the world. Yeah, I think we just do it that way. Okay, we're gonna keep our hand here. Okay, let's go and get started. We're gonna first use our alter ego ability, Worthy. Action, search your deck and discard pile for the Mjolnir upgrade and add to your hand and shuffle over your deck. So we can get Mjolnir here. And then we can add our trusty hammer to our hand. So now we have 6 cards in our hand now. And then for Thor, he has a 5-card hand size in alter ego, but only a 4 hand size in a hero form. So his economy is pretty low early on, but once you get him set up, like with 1 helicarrier, he's going to be a lot better now, almost the same as a normal hero. And whenever that happens, he can start to pop off more, especially if he's able to get some minions here. So let's go ahead and flip up here to hero form. We're going to use 3 resources right here, so I can play our helicarrier. So 3 cost support that we can exhaust to reduce the cost of the next card that we play by 1. We don't need to use it here because we have a double for justice cards. So we'll use a double here to play 4 justice, which is a justice card. So here, action Thor, remove 3 threat from the scheme, and then 4 threat instead if you pair this using a Mento. It doesn't matter. We're going to take 3 threat off of the Immortal Claw, clear off the side scheme, get rid of the acceleration, and then drop Claw's hit points down by 10 whenever that side scheme is defeated. So we want to get rid of that side scheme over the crisis because this will add more threats to the main scheme over time. So it's less threat overall for us to remove if we get rid of that one first. And then what I like to do a lot of times with Thor is to not actually play Mjolnir on turn 1. Because if I have to pay a cost for this, I lose economy. If I grab it with my alter ego ability, I get +1 to my economy. So every time I flip down, I'll be able to grab that again. So that's what we want to try to do here, especially in Justice. Then we'll exhaust and swing for 2. Defeat the weapons runner, clear out the board, and then that's going to end our turn. So we're going to ready back up here. We're drawing back into our hands of 4, but we do have the helicarrier on the table, so it's like almost 5, right? Not exactly, but not terrible. And we got some minion draws here, so we might want to get a minion, but if this is a match that Eva want, it might be a little bit tougher. So we'll see what happens. All right, it's Klaw's turn. He's going to add 1 threat to the main scheme. Then he's going to attack us. So Klaw is a force interrupt. Whenever he attacks, give him additional boost. We'll just take the hit to the face because we are tanky here with 14 life. So give him 2 boost cards. 1, 2. Oh man, the boost effect. Oh, actually, that's fine. It's to put the weapons runner into play engage with you. So Klaw's going to do 1, 2 damage, brings us down to 12. And then he's coming into play here. Thor can trigger his hero ability, Have at Thee. This is once per phase. This is during villain phase. We can exhaust it to show that we use it during villain phase. After you engage a minion, like the weapons runner is a minion that we're engaging right now, we can draw 2 cards. So 1, 2. Ooh, nice. We got the under surveillance here. And then after the villain attacks, all the minions will attack. So weapons runner is going to hit us for 1. That'll bring us down to 11 life. Then we get dealt 1 face down encounter card. Reveal. Exhaustion. Exhaust your identity. And then it's going to surge. We get another encounter card here. Unfortunately, you got Sound Body. Attach a Claw. He gains Retaliate 1. That's not the end of the world right there, I guess. We had to spend 1 resource each time to get rid of it. I don't have my economy set up yet, so I don't think we want to. I don't think we care that much about that. So I'm tempted to play Defender 9 Realms, but let's see if I have to here. Okay, let me think. If we do a 4 Justice here, okay, using this and this, we can still play under surveillance. Now, if I play Defender, then I can draw 2 cards. So I think in this situation, normally I would play Defender if I had something that I really wanted to play. But with this type of hand right here, we don't have another resource generator like the Avengers Mansion. So don't really need that card draw. And this is refreshed now during the hero turn. Yeah, I don't think we necessarily need Defender as much right now. But I think I want to hold on to it in my hand for next turn. So here, we can clear off defense network and then put this on the main scheme. And then I think we just pass here. So taking a little bit slow. We're going to exhaust helicarrier to reduce the cost of 4 justice down to 1. 1 resource to play it. Remove 3 there from the scheme. We'll clear off the defense network side scheme here. So getting rid of the crisis. Then we're going to use 2 resources here. So I can play under surveillance attached to the main scheme. This will increase the target threat value of the main scheme by 1. Or by 4, I mean. So instead of it advancing at 6, it's going to advance at 10 now. So we have a lot more breathing room to flip down if we need to. And then we're just going to end our turn. So it's ready back up. So if I didn't get exhausted, I could have taken out the weapons runner, but unfortunately we got exhausted. There was that exhaustion. All right, there's our first basic double there. So yeah, this is another turn where I'm not sure if I want to play Defender because I don't really have the God of Thunders in hand right now. So the resource generator is like my top priority with Thor, especially early on. All right, Klaw's turn is going to add another 1 threat to the main scheme, going up to 2 out of 6, or 2 out of 10, I mean. He's going to attack us. He gets 2 boosts. We'll take it to the face again. 1, and 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4 damage here going on Thor. Brings us down to 7. The weapons run is going to hit us for 1, brings us down to 6. So we are dropping down here. We get a 1 face down counter card. Review. Claw's Vengeance. Claw attacks you if it deals damage, puts it on the main scheme. Ooh, okay. We have 6 life. If he attacks us here, boost of 1, he needs a boost of 3 and then a boost of 2. I really want to take it to the face. I think we take the risk here because I'd rather recover than actually, yeah, because there's not a lot of 3 boosters in the counter deck. He'll have to like get a 3 and a 2. So we're gonna take the risk here. We're gonna take this hit to the face and see what happens. Okay, that's fine. The boost effect here is there's a boost effect and then exhaust each ally you control. So we have no allies, so it's fine. We don't take the exhaust, but the boost effect here is this card 1 card at random from your hand. So this could be really bad. I think there's only 1 card that we actually want to play in our hand, which is Thor's helmet to get our life up. But we'll see if he ends up killing me here. All right, so discard random card. Oh, okay, thank goodness it's just a hammer throw. All right, so we still have this in our hand. And then Klaw is doing only 1 damage here because no actual damage here. So we got lucky with that. Take 1 damage, charge on 5. And then if the attack deals damage, puts it on the main scheme. So the main does go to 3 threat here. Okay, and it's back over to our turn. So let me think. Here, once again, it's like the situation with Thor's helmet. I think what I want to do is I want to hold on to this double. And I'm going to flip down and let Klaw scheme. It'll go to 4, hits a scheme for 6 threat. And then I want to save this double in my hand. I think that's going to be the better play. We could grab Mjolnir and play it, but I'd rather get the extra economy boost because we went through a decent amount of our deck here, and I really haven't seen like our big resource generators like the Other Mansion or the God of Thunders, right? So I think we should be getting those stuff soon. So let's go ahead and we're going to swing for 2, take out the weapons runner, so he's going to add an extra threat. And our life's only at 6. I could stay up, to be honest. Let's exhaust Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the Thor's helmet to 1. This would be a resource here, so I can play it. You get plus 5 hit points. So now we are replenishing our hit points a little bit, go up to 10 life. So like this is not a terrible time to stay up in hero form, especially if we get a minion in the encounter phase. Almost want to do because I have the double in hand. Yeah, let's stay up 1 more turn and hopefully Klaw is going to get another activation to kill us. We're ready back up, draw back up to 4, hold on to this double. Okay. Okay, we got Nick. That's fine. He's going to draw his cards, and then we should be able to pop off now. That's our first ally, right? Yeah, because we only have 4 allies in the deck. So, oh, we seen Daredevil, but we had to use him as a resource early on. Okay, so that's not bad at all. All right, Claw, so he's going to add 1 to the main. Goes up to 4 out of 10. He's going to attack. Double boost. We'll take it. Okay, so this, if it was last turn, would have killed us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage here on Thor. Brings us down to 4 life. If he attacks again, we'll have to block. All right, then we get 1 face down counter card. Please have been attack. Okay, nice. We got a minion, so I'm glad I stayed up in hero form here. Tiger Shark, after he attacks, give him a tough, but we just engage him during the villain phase. So exhaust this, draw 2 cards. So this is the 1 time during the villain phase. Now it's a player phase again. We can ready this back up because if we get another minion here, then we can draw more cards again. Okay, so this is not bad now. Now we can play Nick Fury and really get a move on here. We use 4 resources here, so I can play good old Nick Fury. Whenever Nick Fury enters play, choose one. We're pick the one to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, really no God of Thunders or anything. Oh, this is gonna be super slow then. All right, it's gonna be much slower than what I wanted. But that's okay. We'll play Jessica Jones. We can take out Tiger Shark, and a surveillance team will help us Thor a little bit here. Let me think. I think that's kind of the only option. We can save 1 card in our hand. Search your deck or just, I mean, for Asgard could get God of Thunder, but we don't really need that right now. When are we gonna get? Do we have 1 more? We said the energy double, so I guess the lightning strike won't hurt to keep here. That's probably the only other thing that I'll really like here. Yeah. So let's go ahead and use a double resource paying for a justice card, so I can play surveillance team. It's a 2 cost support, and it comes in with 3 snoop counters. We can exhaust it and remove 1 of those counters to remove 1 threat from a scheme. I don't think we use that here yet. We'll exhaust Helicarrier to make Jessica Jones 2 costs, and this would be 2 resources here, so I can play Jessica Jones. All right, and then we're all just going to attack. So 1, 2 on Tiger Shark, 3, 4, 5, 6 takes him out. and each one of the allies will take some consequential damage here. Alright, that's going to end our turn. We'll ready back up. We'll draw back up to 4, and I almost want to toss this lightning strike here. I think we toss it, guys. I think we're going to toss it. Yeah, we'll toss lightning strike, draw back up to 4. Really need God Thunder, Asgard, or Mansion here. Okay, there we go. We got a God Thunder here. Hope we don't draw another one. Okay, that's good. So we can play 1 and play like a 4 Just or something here. Okay. It is Klaw's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main, going up to 5 out of 10 threat. He's going to attack us. So we can finally chump block with the ally now. So Nick Fury's going to exhaust defend. Hit with the base of 1, 2 boost cards. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage here. Takes out Nick Fury. So Nick is gone. Then we're going to get 1 phase down encounter card. Review. Oh, our nemesis coming out. Shadow the Pass. Okay, this is going to be rough. So we got Loki as our nemesis minion. And then we have the Family Feud here. We're going to place 1 threat here for each Asgard card in play. And it has 2 initial threats. So let's shuffle these cards into the counter deck here first. And then how many Asgard cards are in play? So Loki's Asgard, Thor is Asgard, and Thor's helmet's Asgard. So that's 3 Asgard cards plus the 2 initial threats. So it's going to have 5 threat there. That's going to be a little bit rough here. And Loki has a very annoying Forces Erupt. Whenever he will be defeated, his card top card in the counter deck. If the card is a treasure, he will all damage from Loki instead. So yeah, normally whenever I have a normal build deck with Thor, I like to Vivian Loki to blank out his attacks. Or with Show Empathy from Shuri's Hero Pack, we can turn him to ally. But we won't be able to do that this time because we have a very limited deck here with just a core set. Thor has gotten a lot better with new cards to synergize off minions. Okay, it's going to be tough here. Let me think here. I want to flip. I don't want to take 2 damage from Loki. If I flip, though, we're going to surely lose the main scheme. Let's play this God Thunder. So we're going to exhaust Helicarrier to reduce the God Thunder down to 1. This would be a resource, so I can play God Thunder. All right, 2 cost upgrade. We can exhaust to generate an energy resource. Okay, so let me think here. If I, for Justice, we could take 4 off Family Feud. This can Thor for another 1. The problem is, if Loki hits me for 2, Jessica blocks Klaw's hit, we're probably going to die. So I clear our family. Jessica can Thor for 2. Thor can Thor for 1. Drop it down to 2 threat. It'll go up to 5, and Klaw will need a boost of 3. I think we got a good shot if we do it that way. Yeah, so Jessica Jones gets +1 Thor for each side scheme play. There's 1 side scheme right there. So she's going to Thor for 2 from the main scheme here. She'll take a consequential damage. Then we'll use God Thunder generate energy resource. This would be a second resource, and it's a mental here. So I can play 4 Justice. Here, action Thor remove 3 there from scheme, but 4 because we use that mental. So we'll take 4 threat off Family Field. And Surveillance Team will remove a counter to take 1 more threat. So it's 5 threat, clearing off the Family Feud there. Gotta get rid of that Acceleration. Alright. Then I think I really want to heal, but let me think. If I don't thwart it, he's gonna add 1, 2, 3. So go to 6. Klaw will need a boost of 2. Yeah, we got Thor. We're gonna exhaust Thor for 1 from here, drop it down to 2 threat, and then we'll flip down to Alter Ego, and we're gonna enter. Oh, wait a minute, guys. This is a how to play Thor video, but I forgot to have at the end draw 2 cards whenever we engage Loki with the Shadow Pass there. That's okay. We skipped it, but I should have drawn the 2 cards. I forgot to do that. That might have helped us out a lot. Okay, let's get our turn this right back up. Yeah, that would really help us counter that nemesis coming out. So we would have had these 2 cards here. I don't know if they would have helped that much. We're drawing back up to 5 here, though. Okay, we got another God Thunder. That's our last mage. I don't know if I can play the mage here, but for sure, we'll try to play this God Thunder. All right, Klaw's turn. He's adding 2 to the main, or sorry, 1 threat to the main. He's going to scheme, because we're in Alter Ego. Face up 2, here's the boost. 1, if it's attack, we stun the character he's attacking, it's not attack. So 1, 2, 3. He's only going to add 3 threat here, which is fine. And then Loki's going to scheme, because we're in Alter Ego, so he schemes for 2. So the main scheme here goes up to 8 out of 10. So we're okay. 1 encounter card is caught off guard. This card upgrade or support your control. Well, we got to toss Surveillance Team here. And then that's going to resolve that. Okay, then it's back over to our turn. Okay, let's see. We're going to use our Alter Ego action, Worthy. Search your deck and discard pile for Mjolnir. Add to your hand. So we get our Trust Hammer here. I think we exhaust, heal for 4. Raise to 4 back up to 8 life here. And then question here is, How do I want to get rid of Loki? Sif will ready Thor if I got a Thunder. Okay. Then I can play 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 for Sif. Yeah, Mjolnir's not really doing much right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, we're gonna be. We either have this as extra resource or like we don't. But we hold on to it in our hand. I think we hold on to mansion then because that's our last mansion. So okay, let's flip up to hero form. We're gonna use 2 resources here. Play the second God of Thunder. We're gonna use Helicare to make Lady Sif 3 costs. This would be 1, 2, 3 resources to play Lady Sif. After she enters play as a response, ready up Thor or Odinson. So get the ready there. And then I think Sif Thor's the main, and then we try to kill Loki, I guess. Oh, this is going to be tough. Because if we get a treachery, he doesn't die. So, yeah, I think we try to kill him, though. Sif will Thor for 2 from the main. She'll take a consequential damage. Jessica Jones will swing for 2 on Loki, and then she'll take consequential damage, get knocked out. So she's gone. Right, here we go, guys. Thor is going to exhaust, swing for 2 on Loki. Okay, so Loki is about to get defeated. When he would be defeated, it's card talk on the encounter deck. Oh, nice. It was a treachery. We heal our damage for Loki instead. It's not a treachery. We got a minion. So locked out there. Loki's gone. Yeah, Loki is one of the roughest nemesis that we can get because of he can stay in play forever. We don't have anything in our deck to counter that. And with the core set cards only, we don't really have much in the deck to really counteract that. So luckily we were able to kill him there. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And then we will draw back up to our hands. That's here 4. Okay, I think I should be able to play this mansion here. And we'll be fully built out. Okay, it is Klaw's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main, so going up to 7 threat out of 10. The Unsurveillance is huge for Thor as well. He's going to attack us. We have 8 life. 8 life. I think we take the hits to the face with the 8 life. We can have Sif using our activation here, and we desperately do need Thoring. So we're going to take the hits to the face. Here's a boost. 1, 2, 3. 4 damage on Thor. Brings us down to 4. Okay, if he attacks again, we'll probably have to block with Sif here. Then we get that 1 encounter card. Reveal. Oh, and assault. He attacks you. I think here, I almost want to just defend. I think we just defend. I think Sif is actually more valuable here. So we're going to exhaust defend for 2. He gets 2 boosts. Nice. A 0 and a 0. Okay, so it's only going to do 1 damage. Should not even defended. So we take no damage there. All right. That resolves the assault. And then it's back over to our turn. So do I want to defender? I don't think I want to mill the encounter deck. So I think this is not the right time to defender here. We can block with Sif though. Well, wait a minute. He is out of advances. Okay, let's go ahead and use, we're going to play the mansion here. We'll go, actually, do I want to play interrogation room here? I think I do. 1, 2. I could play mansion here. Interrogation room. We also have Mockingbird in the deck. We haven't drawn her. So if I defender, I can draw 2 cards. Potentially get Mockingbird. But is defender worth milling the encounter deck right now when there's no more advances? Because we finally seen both advances here near the bottom. So yeah, I don't think we defender here. Okay. We're going to have Sif, Thor for 2 from the main. Let's draw that down to 5 threat. Should take a consequential damage. And then how do I want to play the mansion here? Well, mansion will draw me a card. So that's fine. We'll use a double resource. And then we'll use Helicare to make mansion 3 costs first. Right? Yeah. This would be a double. This would be 1 resource here. So I can play the mansion for 4. Then we can exhaust the mansion to draw a card. We got Mockingbird. Okay, that works out. We exhaust God Thunder, generate resources to be 2 more for a total of 3, so I can play Mockingbird. After she enters play, stun an enemy, we're going to stun Klaw here. And then Mockingbird's going to exhaust and Thor for 1 from the main, drop it down to 4 threat. She would take a consequential damage. And then we stay up, I think. Yeah, because we're going to deck out. Yeah, we'll stay up. That'll end our turn, right back up. And then we should be drawing, I think, at least 1 first aid, if not 2. I don't know if we've seen them yet. So we draw back up to 4, 2 first aids. We deck out, get dealt a face down encounter card, and we shuffle our discard pile back into the deck here. Yeah, so we can start to flip down now that we have the table. more under control. And because we know there's no more advances in there. All right. I think we're like running low on minions in there as well, though, in the encounter deck. All right, it is Klaw's turn to add 1 to the main, going up to 5 out of 10, halfway. He's going to attack us, but he's stunned, so nothing happens there. Then he's going to deal us 1 encounter card. So we got 2 encounter cards here. First one is Armored Guard. Oh, there's a minion with Guard and Toughness. So we're going to trigger Habat Thief during the villain's phase. Draw 2 cards. 1, 2. So this is looking really good now. And then we get dealt we have just 1 more encounter card to reveal, which is Trickster. Place a top card, discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Place 1 threat on the main scene for each different card type. This card, it's all events here, so only have 1 threat to the main, which is totally fine by me. So it goes up to 6 threat, and that resolves Trickster. Okay, let's back over to our turn. Okay, let's go ahead and mansion here. Draw a card. So oftentimes, I don't always play Asgard because I don't mind the 4 hand size once I'm built out here. But because then we don't really have much else to play, so I think this is a good time to play Asgard because I have no resource here as well, and we can still double first aid after that. So yeah, let's go. Double resource for a Justice card. We'll play Surveillance Team. Get this back down here with the 3 Snoop counters. Then we'll use the Helicarrier to reduce the cost of Asgard down to 2 cost. This is 2 resources here, so I can play Asgard. So now we get +1 hand size in alter ego and in hero form. So now we're a regular hero now with the 5 hand size. Then we'll use a resource here to play First Aid. Heal 2 damage to any character. We'll heal 2 here from Lady Sif. And then, let's see here. Let's have Mockingbird first. Swing for 1. Knock off the tough from the Armored Guard. Should take a consequence damage. And then the threat's at 6, but he's not really adding threat here. So let's have Thor swing for 2 on the Armored Guard. Sif will swing for 2. Defeats him. And then Sif will take a consequence damage here again. I almost want to hold on to First Aid for Sif, because Mockingbird can block here. And it will First Aid Sif next turn. Yeah, Sif has more value here. Let's end our turn right back up. Hold on to this First Aid in our hand. And unfortunately, we don't have another. Like, we lost 2 First Aids in this deck pass, so we don't have 1 more in the deck. That's okay. Drop back up to 5 this time because of our Asgard being in play. And we should be able to do some good things here. Klaw's turn, he's going to add 1 to the main. 7 out of 10 threat. He's going to attack us. Mockingbird blocks. 2 boosts. Deal 1 damage to each hero is a boost effect, so we drop down 3 life here. And if it deals damage to you, exhaust hero, it's not going to do damage to Thor, just a Mockingbird. So only 1 damage here, actually, but that will still take out Mockingbird. Then we get dealt 1 face down encounter card. Reveal. Oh, and Assault. The villain attacks you. We're going to have to block this time with Sif. Yeah. Unfortunately. It's getting a lot of activation, but there's nothing else we can do here. Let's see if I defend, though. Can I defend? Defend for 2. Let's say he gets a boost of 3. Okay, if I defend for 2, I essentially have 5 life. So he gets a boost of 3 and a boost of 1, then we die. Yep, Sif's gonna have to block, unfortunately. So Sif will defend here, 2 boost cards. 1, 2, 3, and if it deals damage to a character, so Sif gets stunned, but she gets defeated here. 4 damage from Klaw. Oh man, I need that thwarting. Okay, that resolves that. Let's back over to our turn. Okay, we're gonna have the Surveillance Team here to move there from the main scheme. And we're gonna have to flip down no matter what here. Because even my First Aid. Let's mansion first, draw a card. Yeah, we have just economy here. So we can Helicarrier. So I can play Interrogation Room. It's 1 cost support. After you defeat me, we can exhaust to remove it there from the scheme. And then I think we lose the main here, but that's okay. We can Lightning Strike. Get some damage off. I think I'll probably use a double there, actually. Use this. Heal up a little bit. Yeah, okay. We're going to use a double resource here and overpay for Lightning Strike. So this says spend X energy resources. We're going to spend 1, 2, 3 to clear the water energy. So 4. It's going to do 4 damage to the villain. And engaged with this. So 4 damage to Klaw. It's our first damage all game here. Brings it down to 4. Actually, wait a minute. Sorry, guys. We're not going to do that. We're going to take that back. So he won't retaliate because this is not an attack, but I want to get rid of that retaliate thing. Actually, so sorry about that, guys. Let me take this back real quick. Okay, we're gonna use this hero action there. Spend one resource of each type. So this is gonna be a wild, declare wild be a physical. This will be our energy resource, and this is gonna be our mental resource. So mental, physical, energy to discard the sound body. Let's get rid of the retaliate one there. All right, and then I think here we'll go resource still to play lightning strike. Spend X energies. We're gonna do one energy. We caught thunder. It's one damage on Klaw. It's not 17. All right, not much there. That's okay. And then we're gonna flip down to Alt Eagle, exhaust the heal for 4. That's from 3 up to 7, and then we'll use Worthy to search your deck and discard power for Mjolnir. Add it to our hand. Get in our trusty hammer, and we're gonna use Mjolnir as a resource here because I can grab it again next turn. So right now we just need things to play. We're able to get set up here, but we got so many resource cards last turn, and not enough to play, unfortunately. So we'll use Mjolnir to play first aid, heal 2 damage for any character. We'll heal Thor for 2, bring back up to 9 life. So I think we lose the main here, unfortunately, but he'll be okay. Right back up, and then draw back up to 6 with Asgard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a 4 Justice. Took a minute to draw them. Yeah. So this is gonna be a good hand, but I think we might reset the threat on the main. Okay, Klaw's turn is gonna add 1 to the main, goes up to 7 out of 10, so he needs a boost of 1 here. And under fire things still in the counter deck. He's scheming here. Base is 0. Okay, okay, he only gets 1 boost for scheme, so we got super lucky there. Boost of 0 and doesn't do damage, so we don't have to get exhausted. So he's only at 2 threat. So we're able to keep it here on the main scheme stage 1B. Then we get an encounter card, review. Illegal Arms Factory. When review, place addition 1 per player on there. So it's going to be 3 plus a 1, 4 threat. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, we're going to pop off now. All right, let's do a Investigation, draw a card. Let's heal, recover, go back up to 13. Let's use Worthy. Search your deck and discard out for Mjolnir. Add to your hand. And we got like all authority events we want here. Let me see. Oh, that had Nick. We don't have Nick in hand though. No more draw power. Okay, so we gotta plan what we want to do right now with this hand. We are flipping up to hero form. We are gonna play Jessica Jones for sure. That'll be our main ally that I want to play. So we could do Jessica Jones there. Could go for Justice there. And then I think we do a second for Justice here actually. Because I can't afford Daredevil the other way. Yeah, so we just do double for Justice. Hold on to Mjolnir this time because I'm ready to play it. And then, yeah, unfortunately, we don't have 1 mental across all the cards here, but I think it's okay. Okay, we're going to use Helicarrier to reduce the cost of Jessica Jones down to 2. 1, 2 resources to play Jessica Jones. She gets +1 Thor for each side scheme play. There's a side scheme, so she has 2 Thor. Thor for 2 from the main. Chop that down. She'll take a consequence damage. Then we're going to go 2 resources here, including a mental resource. So I can play 4 Justice, remove 4 there from the scheme because we use that mental. That'll clear off the Legal Arms Factory. Then we'll go another 2 resources here to play the second 4 Justice. This will only take 3 threat off from the main. Drop that down to 4 threat. I think we hold on to under surveillance here, or surveillance team, I mean. And that will end our turn. Let's right back up. We'll drop back up to 4. Let's discard Mjolnir. I need to flip down a heal again. Keep grabbing it for no reason. We'll drop back up to 4. I really want to get Nick Fury, and we did not get him, unfortunately. Klaw's going to add 1 to the main, going up to 5 threat. He's going to attack us. Now, is that the under fire? Did we see under fire, guys? I don't think we have seen it, actually. Yeah, the under fire is going to be a boost there. So he gets dealt 1 boost. Okay, he decks out, so he gets a permanent that return to the main scheme. Then we recreate the encounter deck here and give him a second boost card. And that is under fire. So we're going to block with Jessica Jones. And it's fine because we're about to deck out soon. So I want her back into the new deck pass. So she's going to exhaust there to defense attack for us because it's going to be tough to cover that up, unfortunately. And this time Nick would be at the end of our deck pass. Not going back into the new shuffle, unfortunately. All right, so he gets another boost here. Jessica Jones exhausted defend. Here's the boost. Yeah, under fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage here. Takes out Jessica Jones. All right. Then we're going to get one face down encounter card. Reveal. Master plan. Oh, place 4 threat on each side skin. If there are no side skins in play, we discard here until we get a side skin and reveal it. This is not great because there are a million new deck now, especially if we mill a bunch of cards. We got the Immortal Claw. So this comes back in play, plus 10 for Claw's life, and then 3 per player threat. Okay, and that resolves the master plan. Okay, backward to our turn. We need Nick. Mansion? No Nick. Okay, but I'll take the for Justice here, though, for sure. I think we just use it to pop the side scheme, because I want to save my mental resource to actually play them here. So we go this, and then do I play the second surveillance team? The thwarting on demand is helpful. The first 8's nice too, but yeah, I think we go for it that way. Okay, let's go ahead and... So we're not playing first 8. I can actually get the mental from there. Okay, so we're going to go Helicarrier. Ooh, wait a minute. Am I able to do... Let's see, if I play this, If I flip down and I grab Mjolnir, I could Helicarrier this. No, I mean, I could play Mjolnir. But I think I want to do thwarting right now. How do we want to do this? I think we're a little bit late in the game for the heroic intuition here. Although 2 Thor would be nice. If I play surveillance team, yeah, I think we actually want to go for a flip down here. So we are going to play heroic intuition. Okay, we're going to use 2 resources here to play heroic intuition. We get +1 Thor. So now Thor's got 2 Thor, 2 attack, 2 defense. He is like a regular hero. We're gonna Thor. Let me think. 4 justice, and I play surveillance team with the rest. Yeah, it's fine. We'll use 1, 2 resources to play surveillance team, so we get a second one in play here. This one will have its full 3 counters. And then we're going to exhaust Helicarrier to make for justice 1 cost. This would be a mental resource to play to for justice. So we'll take 4 Thor off the scheme. We'll take 4 off the main there. And then Thor is going to exhaust and Thor for 2 from the Immortal Claw. And in this surveillance team, we'll remove another 1 threat. So 3 total threat going off of this. We'll kill the side scheme. Then let's go ahead and drop the main down 0. We'll use surveillance team, remove a counter, drops the main down 0. And we're going to flip down to Arch Eagle. And we're going to end our turn. Let's right back up. Okay. Yeah, the 10 threat threshold is really helpful here with that unsurveillance from Thor's hero pack. We'll draw back up to hands of 6, which decks us out with Nick Fear at the bottom. We get dealt a phase down counter card. Shuffle the discard pop back in deck. Okay, I think this time we're actually gonna play the the Mjolnir, I think. Well, we'll see what we get here. I want to play Mjolnir, but we may not be able to unless I get something. But I think Nick is really good here with the economy, because then we can just use the resource cards to play Nick and draw a bunch of other cards there to refund his costs. All right, I probably want to heal one more time though. All right, so we're all shuffled up, and I forgot to say, Klaw will lose the 10 hit points after we defeat the Immortal Claw side scheme. So going back down 17. Okay, his turn's gonna add 2 to main because of the acceleration. He's gonna scheme because we're in Artigo. Base of 2. Here's the boost. 3, so that's 5 threat to main there. Wait, did we draw back up? Sorry guys, we need to draw back up to 6 here. So 4 cards, we draw 2 more. Okay. Oh, we drew Mjolnir. Okay, then we get dealt 1 encounter card. Total 2 here. First one is, ooh, an advance. We actually may lose it there. Here's a scheme with 2 again. Here's the boost. 3. Schemes for 5. Okay, so this will hit 12 threat. Dang, he double schemed there for 5. That's tough. So it's going to hit 12, which is more than 10. So we advance the main scheme here. What happens, this gets discarded. And then advance into stage 2A. Oh man, we should have been in hero form for this. We're going to view this card from the counter until a minion is discarded. Put the minion in play engage with the first player. So we mill here. And unfortunately, we don't get to have at the for Whirlwind here because we're not in hero form. And then if this is 8, we lose the game. 1 more encounter card. Don't be in advance. Master Mayhem. Each Master Evil minion attacks the hero's engagers. Oh man, unfortunately, we're an Arch Eagle, so we cannot attack as a non-engaged hero. If no attacks were made, search the encounter and discard file for any Master Evil minion. Put it play engage with you. So we'll get No, I don't want a very active man here, actually. Do I want him? I do have the lightning strike. But yeah, his hit points are a bit high. We're going to look through the encounter deck for a Master Evil minion here. Melcher has lower life. We go Tiger Shark because they both have 6. So I think that'll be an even way for us to get rid of that. All right, so we're going to shuffle up here. And unfortunately, no have at the procs, but it's okay. We got built out enough-ish here. All right. All right, so back over to our turn. I'm not sure I'll be able to heal, but let's exhaust the mansion, draw a card. We're going to use Helicare to make Nick Fury 3 cost. And we'll go 1, 2, 3 resources here. So I can play Nick Fury from Alter Ego. After you play Nick Fury, choose one, repeat the one, and draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then, let's see here. I want to play this. And if I play this, we're going to do 1, 2, 3 to each enemy. Oof, cannot kill them. Unless I use it under surveillance. I think I might just do it, unfortunately. It's a little bit scared to not have under surveillance on the main scheme. But I need this massive damage here. Let's use our action worthy. Search your deck and discard pile for Mjolnir. Add to your hand. We haven't used it this turn, so we get Mjolnir to our hand. And then, yeah, if I lightning strike here, we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kill both the minions. No, okay, you know what? I only need to do 4, to be honest. I only need to do 4. So, let's think here. If I do that, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Lightning strike. Dang it. Still have this Daredevil here. I think we hold on to Daredevil then, because I have nothing to play next turn. Yeah, so we can at least play Daredevil. So we lightning strike here, take them out, and we play under surveillance, which is big for us. Yeah, so we got to flip down again. Oh, that's scary. Okay, but we had the under surveillance on this, which is okay. All right, we're gonna flip up to hero form. We're gonna use the double resource here, so I can play under surveillance because we have another one. We'll attach this to the main scheme. So now if it hits 12, we lose a game. So Bremen is going to be a lot better than the last one. 12 was way more than 10. Then we're going to have Thor swing for 2 on Tiger Shark. And Nick Fury will exhaust swing for 2 on Whirlwind. Nick will take a consequential damage. Okay. Then we're going to use a resource here to play Lightning Strike. Here, action, spend X energies. We're going to do 1, 2, wild energy, another energy here. So 4 energy resources. We can do X damage to the villain. So X is 4, brings Klaw down 13, and then 4 damage to each minion engaged with you, which is both these guys, and they have 6 life each. So that would defeat both of them there. All right. That's going to resolve our big lightning strike there. And then that's going to end our turn. Yeah, so we'll ready up here. All right, we'll hold on to Daredevil. Draw back up to your hands. It's a 5 here. Okay. Klaw's turn is going to add 2 to the main because of acceleration. He's going to attack us. Nick will block 2 boost cards. 1. Oh, that's other advance 2. So only 2 damage, but that's still enough to defeat Nick Fury. Then we get that 1 encounter card. Give me a minion. Ooh, we got a Frost Giant. He has toughness, unfortunately. But we're engaging a minion during the villain phase. So exhaust this, draw 2 cards. And player phase begins. We can ready this back up. Okay, let's mansion. Draw a card. Let's use Helicare to make Daredevil 2 costs, or sorry, 3 costs. And this would be 1, 2, 3 with the Power of Justice to play Daredevil. Daredevil is going to Thor for 2, clear off the main. His response after he Thors to do 1 damage enemy, that will knock out the tough from the Frost Giant, and Daredevil takes a consequential damage. Next, surely play Jessica Jones here. Play Jessica Jones. Do I want a Lightning Strike, actually? I could actually just Lightning Strike and then hold on to Jessica Jones. I do need up-tempo a little bit. Yeah, we'll use a resource here. We're going to play Lightning Strike. Spend X energies again. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to do 4 damage to Klaw again, brings it down to 9. And then 4 damage each main defeats the Frost Giant. Have we only been Lightning Strike? All our damage on Claw is from Lightning Strikes, right? Because we Lightning Strike 3 times on Claw for 4, 4, and 1. Right? Yeah, it's off Lightning Strike damage. Well, now it's not going to be. We're going to... Oh, wait. I think I heal. Yep, we're going to flip down to Alter Ego and exhaust the heal for 3. That'll bring us from 13 up to 17. Our max life is 5 plus 14, so we have 19 life here. And I think we're going to do that because we got rid of both advances now. And then I think we're going to play Mjolnir, actually. So instead of playing Jessica Jones, let's use our action worthy. Search your discard pile for Mjolnir. Add to your hand. And we can use Jessica Jones' resource to play Mjolnir. So now we have +1 attack, and we have the aerial trait for the Lightning Strike. So finally got the Trusty Hammer down very late in the game, but now ready for the kill too. That's going to enter turns right back up. And then we can draw back up to our hand sets of 6 and Alter Ego. Okay. Ooh, we got Mockingbird here. Okay, it is Klaw's turn. He's going to add 2 to the main. He's going to steam with an Alter Ego with a base of 2. Here's a boost, 1, adding 3 threat. And then it goes up to 5 out of 12. Based on counter card is Exhaustion, and then it's going to surge into Sonic Boom. One of you choose either spend 1 resource of each type or exhaust. Oops, let's ready him. Or exhaust each character you control. We're going to choose to. We could spend it. We'll just exhaust. We're going to choose to exhaust each character you control. Where our exhaust, we just exhaust Daredevil there. That resolves the effect there. And it's back over to our turn. Okay. Well, I forgot the interrogation room. That's fine. Let me put a counter on it. So I got to do it. So if we defeat a main, we can remove that from the main. But all right, back over to the turn. Let's mention. We're going to draw a card. We're going to flip up to hero form. I think Sif is in the deck, yeah. We'll go. Not a lot of Mentos, huh? So we'll play Mockingbird. Helicarrier makes her 2 costs. This would be a double here. So I can play Mockingbird. As she enters play, stun enemy. Let's stun Klaw. Let's give us some good activations. Then we'll do 2 resources here with the Mento there to play 4 Justice, which would take 4 threat off because of that Mento. It drops the main down to 1. And then I almost kind of want to hold on to this there. In case we get like a side scheme coming out. So yeah, Sif will be good for us here. Let's do, what are we drawing? We're drawing 3 more cards. So hold on this, I don't deck out. We don't need to deck out right now. Let's have Mockingbird swing for 1 on Klaw. Brings it down to 8. She'll take a damage. And we're going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. Yeah, we got rid of the exhaustion, so we should be able to do some damage here. Drawing back up to 5. Hold on both of this. Okay, nice. We got Sif there. Okay. Klaw's turn is adding 2 to the main. Goes up to 3 threat out of 12. He attacks, but he's stunned. Nothing happens. 1 encounter card. Reveal. Shadow of the Past. Review your set aside Nemesis set and review your set aside Nemesis side scheme. All that's not set aside anymore. It's already in the encounter deck and encounter discard pile. So none of it comes into play. But if your Nemesis does not enter play, then we surge here. So we get another encounter card. We got Melter. Nice. So we can trigger Havoc and draw 2 cards. Oh, we deck out. That's fine. We'll deck out then. Deck out, get down encounter card, and we reshuffle the encounter discard pile here back into the deck. And then since we decked out, we got that encounter card. And since we're still in the step of the encounter phase where we are revealing encounter cards, we have to reveal this card as well. So we're going to reveal this last encounter card right here. Klaw's Vengeance. Klaw attacks you. The attack deals damage, place if they're on the main scheme. We're 17 life, we take the attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage here on Thor. Brings it down to 11. I think that's fine. And then we do add a threat there because of double damage. Okay. Back over to our turn here. All right. Let's see what we got going on. We're going to Mansion. Draw a card. So our hand is pretty big now. Melter makes us defend with an ally. I kind of want to Lightning Strike him in a future turn. So I think we go for Klaw here. I'd rather go for Klaw. Yeah. So what we can see, we might kill Melter, but right now we can go for Klaw. Let's do Helicarrier to make the hammer throw here 2 costs. We'll go 1, 2 to play our hammer throw. So exhaust Mjolnir. and then do 8 damage to enemy, return Mjolnir back to your hand. So we're swinging the hammer on Klaw and bring it back to our hand here. And the attack also has overkill. So 8 damage on Klaw brings him all the way down to 0 cleanly. He's going to flip over to his third and final stage, coming in with 22 life. He's going to have toughness and same effect as before. So if we defeat Klaw here, then we can win the game. That resolves our hammer throw. Okay, I think I do want to play this back down. I think we just kill a Melter here because we have the resource to kill him. Yeah, I think we just kill him here. Do I? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think we just kill him. Okay, we're gonna do Daredevil. It's gonna Thor for 2 from the main. He'll ping a damage on Melcher with his ability, and then he'll take a consequence damage. We'll use a resource here to play First Aid. Heal 2 damage to any character. We'll heal 2 from Daredevil, keeping him around. Then we're gonna go 4 resources here, so I can play Lady Sif. After she enters play, we can ready up Thor or Odinson. So, oh wait, what the? Sorry guys, I messed that up. We didn't even exhaust yet. Let's bring that back to our hand real quick. Let's play Mjolnir first. We'll use a resource here, play Mjolnir back down, so we get the +1 attack. So now we're at 3 attack. We'll swing for 3 on Melcher, so he has 4 damage. Now we do the thing for Lady Sif, which will ready Thor back up. Mockingbird will swing for 1, take out Melcher. She'll take a consequential damage. And then Lady Sif is going to swing for 2 on Klaw, knock off its tough. She'll take a consequential damage. And Thor will exhaust, swing for 3 with Mjolnir. Brings Klaw down to 19. Alright. We are going here. We should be able to get this before deck pass. Again, let's ready back up. And then we'll draw back up to our hand size here of 5, thanks to Asgard. Nice, we got double hammer throws, so I think we have the game here, guys. I think we got it. Klaw's turn is going to add 2 to the main. He's going to attack us. He'll get double boost. We can block a Mockingbird here. So, double boost. If it deals damage to you, exhaust your hero. It's not damaging us, damaging Mockingbird. 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. We'll take her out. Then we have 1 encounter card here to go, which is caught off guard. It's current upgrade or support control. We'll toss the interrogation room that I forgot to use again last turn, I think. There's too many supports out right now. All right, back over to our turn. Okay, I think we can double hammer throw here. Let's mention, draw a card. Ooh, we got Nick, but that's okay. We can finish this off here. We're going to use Helicare to make hammer throw 2 costs. 1, 2, so I can play hammer throw. Here, action attack, exhaust Mjolnir, return to your hand, do 8 damage to Klaw. Brings it from 19 down to 11. Then we have to play the Mjolnir back down again. So we'll use a resource here to play our Mjolnir trusty hammer back down. And then we'll use 3 resources here to play a second hammer throw. Exhaust the Mjolnir, return to your hand, throw it to Klaw, and then do another 8 damage. Brings it down to 3 life here. Then we'll use a resource here, play Mjolnir back down 1 more time, so that Thor gets +1 attack, and then he'll exhaust, swing for 3 on Klaw, and that'll bring him all the way down to 0. We'll have a little bit of extra damage there with Daredevil and Lady Sif for 4 more damage if we need it. But yeah, all right, guys, that is the game here. So yeah, I think that, you know, even with the core set, I think that Thor is totally viable. I mean, it's not the you know, most optimal thing for Thor because he really wants some of the new cards here. And yeah, they're all in the current environment currently. So if you're playing Thor Injustice, I highly recommend Shuri's Hero Pack for Infiltration. That card is like a huge buff to any Justice Thor deck. It will be like the main card that you want to play with a Justice Thor deck. If you're playing him in Protection, Come Get Me buff from Nightcrawler is insane. And if you're playing him Leadership, squared off from Magneto's Hero Pack, it's also insane. That's all current environment packs that you can still get for a retail price right now. And in Aggression, I think Aggression is still Thor's best aspect. Yeah, there's, you know, so many Aggression synergy cards for Thor. So yeah, I definitely personally like Aggression the most. But yeah, guys, that is the game here against Expert Klaw, showing how to play Thor with only core set cards. But it's crazy because this card, Under Surveillance, is huge for Thor, and it came in his pack. And that is like a really big buff. But yeah, next time you ever see anyone talk about how Thor is a complete garbage and that he's not viable at all, guys send him this video and tell them Thor is actually totally fine. I mean, he's not the strongest hero in the game, but he is totally fine in the way that he's designed, and he's a very fun hero to play. I hope you guys all like this one. I'll see you guys all in the next video.